Okay, so we've got the home page here and we've got this really sweet slider, and you want to know how to edit and add to said slider. So here we go. So I'm going to go into the dashboard, although I could just hit edit page, but I'm going to go into the dashboard and do it the long way here. I'm going to go to all pages and go to BMS home, where we see the page builder. Okay, and what I'll do is I'm going to click on these three lines here on this icon. This is going to bring up all the tabs of all the slides. So if you want to add a new slide, we would click this button here. So there's explanations that you can see for each one of these: heading, button text, button URL. I'll go through them as I do this. I'll do a quick demonstration here. Some of the stuff down here, when you get into like slide video and background video, that's more advanced topics that are outside of the scope of this tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and make a slide with a heading and a button that points to a specific page. Let's say that we're going to make a slide and we're going to call it clearance sale. Okay, and in the button text we'll say click here for more savings. And this button URL, this is going to be the page where they're going to end up. So we need to make sure there's a page there. If there's not, then it's just going to go to a blank link. So I don't have a page set up yet, but we'll make one. So I'm just going to put in, you have to put in the full URL. So www.bmsburns.com/clearance, if I can spell it right, sale. All right. Now, if I want to put a big image back there, I can, which will span the entire screen. And but I'm not going to do that. But we can go ahead and go to background color, and let's say let's do, how about green? Okay, slide image. So you can add an image to the slider in addition to the background image. So I'm going to, you could either upload one from your computer, but I'll tell you what, let's take a look here. Yeah, you know what, we'll drag this one over. All right, get this out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll have a good size icon there. And I'm going to set this as a slider image. We went with the green. I don't know, maybe we want to go with something conducive to our. All right, slide vertical alignment, fine. Image alternative text. This is if the image doesn't show up. So I'll put in here something like BMS Burns big clearance sale. And since I've got a yellow, kind of a light background, I'm going to go ahead with a dark text color. I'm not going to worry about any of this stuff. And then maybe inside the slide, I want to have some information here, so I'm gonna just pop this stuff in here and let's see how it looks. Make this bold, that bold, and let's save it. So we've saved the slide. Now we're going to save the module, and let's click on preview changes and let's see what that slide looks like. And actually, if I could just click over here, I can see. All right, so it's not exactly what I'm thinking. Not exactly how I want this to look. So maybe we need to, let's see what happens if we move this over. And the cool thing is that I don't have to commit anything. So I'm just going to get rid of this here. We'll go back into this slider. Let's go back into that tab. And maybe we'll just knock a couple of these off. And we'll hit save again, save the mod, and let's see if that looks any better. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So when I click here for more savings, row, I don't have a page for that. I better put together a new page. So I'm just going to go over here and we'll call this clearance sale. And I'm just going to load something up real quick. Let's just do that. BMS inside layout. And then that way here, I'll just say, we've got tons of items on clearance here they are. We've got this, we've got that, and we have the other. And they're all free. Okay, sweet. Maybe we want to bullet point these. Save this. Let's go ahead and publish. Okay. Now remember, I was in my preview screen here, so I can just get out of that. I got to remember that I need to update this so that my everything takes. You don't want to do all those changes and then forget. So when in doubt, always update. And let's go ahead and take a look at our slider now. And hey, that looks pretty cool. Click here for more savings, and we've got our clearance sale page here. So now the next thing is, how do we modify an existing slide? No problem. So we're just going to come back to our BMS homepage, click on Feature Slider, and let's say I want to modify this one. Maybe I want it to say nozzles, tips, and more. And maybe I want to get rid of this image, but I'm not going to. But I can make all the changes that I want to make here, modify this. Let's say I want, it should just be like that. And go ahead and hit save to save that slide. Save the module, and let's see what it looks like by previewing. Hey, that looks pretty sweet. So that's how we modify it. So the next thing, now if you notice, I only previewed it, I didn't update it. So therefore, if I were to click on View Page and leave this page, then look at this, you'll see that it's back to the way that it was, that it didn't save, even though I was able to view that. All right, so the last item is, how do we remove one of these slides? And that is pretty easy. All we're going to do is hit this line icon there in the gray box. And I'm going to just click this X, and I'll hit save and go ahead and preview these changes again. And you see, no more slide. So that is how you update, add. So that is how you add and update and remove slides from the home page. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me or leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.